If you're wanting a summer vacation from your business, now is the time to start preparing so you can make this stress-free and actually make this sustainable. It is all in the prep, and these are the exact 6 steps you need to be taking right now so that you are ready to actually relax on your summer break. So the first step you need to be taking is actually defining your break and what this looks like for you. So get clear on what you actually mean when you are saying that you want to take time off this summer. Do you want to still be active on your social media? Do you still want to be working with clients in any way? Do you still want to be making sales? Now, we don't want to be answering these questions from a place of what we think or believe that we can or can't do and what is impossible or actually possible for us, because every single one of these possibilities are actually potentially a reality for you and are things you can actually decide that you're going to take as your summer break. But we want to really figure this out from a place of what do you actually want this break to look like? When you envision taking a break over the summer, how many clients are you having? How many hours are you still working? Are you working at all? Are you having anyone who's supporting you in your business, or is your business completely off the grid? So take a minute to think, what do you actually want your summer break to look like? And actually make a note of this in terms of the parameters of how much work you're doing, how active you actually are, and what your clients can or can't expect from you during that time. And then during the next steps, we're going to actually prepare you for this, whatever that reality is, however much you're working, however little you're wanting to work. It is all possible this summer for you, and we're going to set your business up for that. That is why we're planning now. So the second step to set yourself up for a summer break from your business is we need to actually define what your output is going to be while you are on this break. So when people are looking at your business, when your followers, when your audience, when your clients are seeing your business, what actually are they seeing? What is being put out to them in terms of the content you are putting out on your social media, the emails you are sending out to your list, how many calls you are having with your clients, how many products you're putting out, courses, what is coming out of your business during this time? How much do you want to be keeping up? And actually define this, give it a very clear number of, I'm still going to be posting twice a week on my Instagram, for example, and sending out 1 email to my list. Again, it is completely possible for you to be putting out things in your business. So putting out content, still working with clients, still serving them in a way, but we can do that and prepare for that beforehand. So if you know over the time you're going to be having off, you need to put out 8 Instagram posts total and 5 emails to your list, for example, we can prepare for that in advance. We can batch those in advance and we can have it ready so you can actually take time off in your business over the summer, but it can still fully appear to anyone who is looking at your business that you are still fully online, you're still showing up, you're still staying front of mind, and you can even still sell as well. So get clear on how much you're wanting to put out, how active are you wanting to stay in your business. Again, remembering that at the end of summer, whatever your goals are then, if you haven't been active, for example, if you haven't been posting anything, you're going to be picking things up from scratch again. So it can be really helpful to be staying somewhat consistent over this break, still be putting out some things, but we can prepare for that in advance. And what you then want to do with this information that you've got, when you've got that list of exactly the content and what you're needing to output in your business during this break, so during the time that you're off, you need to actually schedule some time for this beforehand. So schedule a few days prior to the day that you are actually starting your break to schedule out that content, create that content, to set up anything which your clients will need, and make it as seamless and easy as possible for you to actually go on that break and not have a massive amount of work to do. The third step you need to take here is you need to plan for all eventualities. Plan for anything that could possibly happen, anything which could interfere with your beautiful, relaxing summer plans, anything which could pop up in your business. Because at the end of the day, you're running a business, things are going to happen. There's going to be small fires that you need to put out during this time. There's going to be people popping into your DMs still, and unless you have a plan for how you're going to be handling these situations and how you're going to be managing these when they do come up, they're often going to be those small little things which just end up interfering with your break, and then you don't actually get the break which you're wanting to have in the first place. This is often the reason why a lot of people will decide to take time off of their business. Usually it's as well because they're feeling burnt out, they're feeling stressed, they're feeling tired, or they just want a break and want to relax, want to get away. But usually they find it really difficult to, not because their business isn't set up in a way that allows them to take this break, and not because it's not possible for them to take this break and to set up their business in a way that does work for this, but because they haven't planned for these small little things which will be popping up, and then they do interfere with their days. They mean that they're actually working every single day in just a small amount, and there's always something on the back of their mind, something they're having to go in and fix, something they didn't quite account for or think about. So it's really, really important that we spend time on this step and actually looking at every single area of your business. What are all of the things which could come in and essentially interfere with your break, essentially take you away from relaxing or whatever you're wanting to do during this time? This could look like, what if a client who is in one of your courses, for example, even though that course is passive, if they email in and need support with their login details, or they have a question, or even someone who's in your audience is sending you a DM, how would you handle this? Would you actually have a team member who can handle this? Or are you going to be jumping into your DMs and jumping into your emails once a week where you can check through that? As well, what would you do if someone wanted to hop on a sales or discovery call with you and you had a potential new client? Would you take the time away from your break to actually go and have that sales call with the person? Or would you let them know that you're returning in a month, for example? How would you handle those situations at the time? It can be really, really helpful to prepare for this before and almost make the decision beforehand, so you're not needing to spend time in work mode trying to figure out what you're wanting to do and how to handle these situations at the time that they arise. If you do not have a team and you are running this business all by yourself and you're wanting to have as much full time off as you can and as many days and the biggest duration possible of time off, it can be really, really helpful to just schedule in a small afternoon each week. Again, letting people know that you're going to be checking your emails once a week or you're going to be checking your DMs once a week, but just to touch through on those pieces where it's difficult to leave them alone. For example, if you're off for a whole month or anything like that, if you have any potential clients, you can let them know that you have this small slot available where you can do sales calls and just have that small time, which can be business time essentially. That can be a really helpful way to balance the work side and not let that almost take over and for you to get really behind on things and for you to feel like you need to do this massive catch up at the end, but also still have really intentional time off. Step 4 to taking time off this summer in your business is we want to start stacking that monthly reoccurring revenue. So I'm guessing that most business owners, when you think of taking time off, you do not want to get to the situation where your income drops straight to zero and you're really relaxed, you're having a nice restful break, but you have absolutely no income coming in for a month or even several months while you're taking a break. And this is why it's so helpful to actually plan for your break a few months in advance, because you can look at that time and say, for example, if you're taking 2 months off and you really want to be making X amount of dollars every single month that you're having off, you can work out how much money you'd need to be bringing in there and how you can start stacking monthly recurring revenue right now to get you to that goal by the summer. That could look like putting some of your current clients on payment plans, which do run over into that summer period. That could look like selling some courses or programs which have passive components, or that could even look like, okay, I know that I want to be making this much over the summer. I know that this is how many leads I would usually need to get this many sales, which would then get me this income of my passive program or offer which I have. So then I know that during the summer, I need to be putting out the content, which can be created in advance again, which is going to get me that many leads and can bring in that many sales then while I'm still taking time off. And taking this even further, this can be a great way to look at your business. And if you realize that actually there's no way for you to take time off and still bring any money in, this is the perfect time to look at that and decide you want to create some kind of passive offer and figure out what that looks like for your business. Actually get support with building that up, because you have plenty of time still until summer. So you can definitely build up something beforehand and get that ready, get that prepared so you can actually have that monthly recurring revenue while you're on your break as well. So calculate backwards, look at how much you're wanting to be making during that break and work out then what do you need to do beforehand to prepare yourself to actually have that money either coming in at that time passively or to have that money coming in through monthly recurring revenue beforehand. And step 5 to planning for your summer break in your business is we need to be preparing for your return. Now, I know going back to work, it can come with some blues, but we really need to make sure that we're actually planning for this before we get to that point, because it's the worst possible situation to come back, you've had a lovely relaxing time, you're coming back to work and you feel like you're starting from ground zero again. You might be in a situation where maybe you hadn't had any clients for the last couple of months and you don't have any clients which are going to be starting with you now. So you're left in that cycle of trying to find new clients and really almost needing to go really hard into your business again because you have no clients and you're really wanting to bring that income back in now that you're working again. This does not need to be the case though. We can make this such a seamless transition, not just going into your break, but coming out of your break as well. So one easy way that you can do that, for example, is creating all of the content and the output which you're going to need for your first month back. So not just thinking about creating everything you need for your summer break, but look at what do I need when I'm actually coming back as well? What am I going to be talking about? What am I going to be promoting? What am I going to be sharing with people? And actually creating those things now so that when you come back, it's a really easy transition. You're not met with this hard wall of you have this massive to-do list of things to do. And secondly, it can be really powerful to create a wait list right now, especially if you know that you're not wanting any clients during that summer break and you're wanting complete time off. I know a lot of mums, for example, want to take time off with their kids. They're not wanting to have any clients during that time, but it can be so powerful to create a wait list right now and to spend the next few months actually getting that wait list full. So imagine you can be on your summer break and you already know that you are fully booked for August, September, October after your break. So you can come back and you already have the clients lined up, you already have the income lined up as well, and you're not needing to go straight back into hustle mode of trying to find clients and trying to figure out where that income is going to be coming from. Everything can be set up really nicely, so it's really easy for you to jump back into work. And the final step to your dream summer break in your business, step 6, we need to make sure we're actually communicating about your break. We need to make sure we are letting your audience and letting your clients and just letting your people know that you're going to be on that summer break and then know what to expect as well. One of the hardest things, especially when you're trying to take a break in business, is feeling like you should be working or feeling like you should be responding to people, or maybe I should be jumping into my DMs quickly because there's one from 3 days ago I haven't answered yet. But actually, if you can set really clear guidelines and expectations for people in your audience and let them know how much you're actually going to be posting while you're on your break, how active are you going to be on stories, how much are you actually going to be on your DMs? What kind of response time can they expect from you compared to how it normally is? And again, for your clients as well, if you are still having any clients while you're on your break, how many calls are they going to be getting? Are there going to be any changes in how that works? How is the support going to look if you have messenger support with them? And is anything going to change in terms of how active and quick you are in responding to messages or emails or anything along those lines? Essentially, we want to create a really clear guideline and expectation for people in our audience, our clients, anyone who is in our world, any business connections even who are wanting to reach us. We need to let them know exactly what to expect from us during this time and actually communicate this to them so it's really clear for everyone involved. There's no, should I be checking my DMs? Should I be responding to emails? Because you've set very clear expectations on both ends. So there you have it. Those are the exact 6 steps you need to be taking to prepare your business for taking time off this summer. And I would love for you to comment below, what are your summer plans? Are you planning on taking any time off of your business? Are you doing anything fun? Or are you just watching this video because you're wanting to take some more time outside of your business? Now, the reason why I've put this video out several months before summer is because truly the most important thing you can do in preparing for a summer vacation is preparing for it months in advance. It's all the groundwork you do, all the preparation you do months beforehand in terms of your content and all of those pieces. That is what will make or break your summer vacation. So watch this video next, because in this video, I'm sharing with you exactly how I plan, organize, and create all of my content in just a few hours a month. So if you're wanting to pre-create any content for summer, you need to watch this. I hope this video helped you, and I will see you in the next one.